All right. Hey, Debbie.
Hey.
We are now live on Facebook. Thank you for joining us. I am so glad that you're here this evening. It is January 23rd, 2020, and we are going to be doing the Shaklee difference on youth, the skincare line. Right before I got things started, I was looking on a friend's Facebook page, and she had an article there about the unicorn skincare mask that they put all over, and within half a minute or so, their faces were burning. And then one little girl had it on for about 3 minutes, I think, and her face started to burn and blisters started to appear. So sometimes we're using skincare out there that we think is going to be safe for us, and we find out that, oh my gosh, the really hard way, that wherever things have been, it's a bad thing. Now, if you have been paying attention to any of the Shaklee webinars, you know that we want to start and give you a full overview in a short amount of time, and then spend some extra time talking about a particular product line. In this case, tonight we're talking about youth skincare. I have with me today Debbie Loftus-Eartham, who is going to be working on giving a testimony about her experience with the skincare. And we're going to go ahead and get started and share my PowerPoint here on the youth. So here we go. I'll start here from the beginning. And I always think that it's important to share. I want the full screen here. There we go. I always think it's important to share about the company, because if you've never heard of Shaklee before, you can spell it any old way that you want and pronounce it any old different way you want to, but there really is a difference. So when we talk about Shaklee, I am glad that you're here tonight to hear about it. If a review for you, maybe you'll hear something you didn't hear before. And we're going to give lots of information and have a team effort here. So thank you for joining us. If you've thought about your future and you've thought about where you would like to be, maybe you want to be recognized and appreciated. Maybe you want to work on a mission. Maybe you want to have a retirement, and maybe you want proven systems that actually work. Wherever it is that you want to go, Shaklee may be the vehicle to do that. We all have jobs. Well, I'm assuming most of us have jobs. And we are doing that job to earn money to pay for our financial obligations. We also want to have fun in life too. And Shaklee can do that. Why? Because they are in 5 different industries. They're in the green industry. They're in the health and wellness industry, where people are wanting to be fit and they want to feel good. We're in the nutrition industry, and it's about being well and into having the energy that we want to do the things that we want to do instead of grumbling, moaning, and groaning through life. We have the beauty industry over here. That is, and nobody would argue that that's a huge industry. I mean, it is a huge industry. And then we have the home-based business. People have realized corporate America isn't the safe place to land and then be there for 40 years and retire and then into your golden years. It's not like that anymore. So if there is something here that you say, wow, I'd really like to talk about that to other people, feel free to pick one. But if you want to talk about all 5, these are $1 trillion industry, and it's about talking about something that is important to other people. I think we'd all agree that these topics here are important. Corporate credentials are such that we have a stable history. It is a 63-year history of being a legacy company. A lot of network marketing companies, they're here and gone in under 5 years, some of them within a year. And the people who wanted to put their life into their energy into something were in a risky venture, but not with Shaklee. You're going to be stable here. We're actually founded by Dr. Shaklee, and in 2004, Roger Barnett purchased the company, and he still had the same kind of thought process that Dr. Shaklee had. Integrity is everything. Honesty, ethics, morals, those are all, we're founded on the golden rule. A lot of companies talk about it, but it's really not that way. We've been having over 100,000 tests on our ingredients and our products for years and years and years. Who does that? Shaklee does. Why? Because we know that some ingredients come into companies and they are contaminated. We just don't buy them from our suppliers. We actually test everything that comes in. So we can guarantee you are going to be using something that will not be hurting you. 126 published studies. These are clinical studies. If you're a doctor or a nurse in the medical field, you know what clinical studies do, and you know that that's really important. When we have, oops, there we go. We have also have cars, cash, trips, and dreams. Now, for those of you who go, I don't want to hear about it, maybe you do. Or maybe you know somebody who says, look, my car is on its last wheels and I need to get a new one. Maybe you've got somebody who loves to travel or who has never traveled, and this is an opportunity for them. So I want to talk to you about the income, because that is an important thing. Is this real? I didn't think it was real, but it is. Look at the director. An average director earns about $10,000 a year. That's about $800 a month. If you had 6 to 20 hours a week to work, and you can make an extra $800 without having to go get another job or leave your home, or drive in traffic, would that be worth it to you? What about a key coordinator down here for just under $100,000? What is the income on this screen that would interest you, that would make you think, well, yeah, I could have an income, I could pay my financial obligations, I could do something, and you would be helping people at the same time. You would be giving them the information that they needed. You would be having, again, systems that work, that you don't even have to make it up, and you still have the flexibility and freedom to be yourself. That's what Shaklee is about. Not being put into a box and not having to just stay there. You can live the life and dream the life that you've been dreaming about. So living this life means trips, and we have different trips that are every year. There is a trip that you earn just for becoming a director, the very first level. There's a trip that you can earn for to Mexico, Hawaii, we've gone to. There's a trip to California. And there's also the trip to I went too far. Next year is going to be Australia. You want to earn a trip to Australia, all expenses paid, it's a $10,000 trip. All expenses paid sounds good to me. What if you say, well, am I going to be by myself? Look at these people here. These are just some of the people in Team Glacken, leaders, business builders, people that said, I want to do more with my life than just make it about me. I want to give back to the communities. I want to do something creative. I want to design my own life. Great. This is the way to do it. Want to briefly share this some 1099s with you. I know that corporate America, people don't talk about their money that they make, but we do in Shaklee, because I want you to know that this is real income. Now, if you say, Liz, I don't want to hear about this, I want to hear about skincare, just give me a second, because Jennifer started talking about nutrition. She talked about skincare. She talked about cleaning products. Cleaning products made the difference for her son, who would come home and was a baby and was sick all the time and having to be on some serious medicine. Well, she could stop doing that with the Shaklee. Wouldn't that be great to give somebody that option, to not have to give their kid inhalers every day just so they could breathe? She was able to do that simply by changing her cleaners. Becky and Chris Cash, they wanted to do something. They wanted to bring Chris home because there were a lot of layoffs in his work, and they wanted to create something that they had the flexibility. They put together some steps and followed what Jennifer had been teaching, and then they started to grow massively. And look what they did with their 1099s. Went from 65,000 and quadrupled that in a 13-year period of time. Now, I joined Shaklee because I was sick. I knew about what you put in your body, what you put on your body, what you put around your body could make you sick, but I couldn't find a solution. And when I finally did, it took me about 9 months to recover my health, where it had taken me 7 years of deteriorating into the point I thought I was going to die. But I wanted to share with other people, and I started to share and figured after I'd been doing it for a year, I might as well make it official. But I really didn't know what to do with the money. So I used it to take we got a new house, a bigger house. We traveled. I took the kids different places. I homeschooled, so we did different activities. And when I got done with that, I went, you know what? I want a horse. I've been wanting a horse my whole life. So I've used my income to buy a horse, have had him for 5 years now, and am looking forward to the next growth in my business as I find more people who want to live their dreams too. We've got two different pictures here. On the right-hand side are Tony and Debbie Underwood. They came here from England. They grew their business, their Shaklee business, and they are now traveling around the world. And when they get to travel, sometimes they take their family and sometimes they just go to the two of them. And no matter where they are, they continue to talk to people and work their business. But they're not stuck in a cubicle. They aren't stifled by their job. They get to travel and live their lives. Now, Helene Bart, she was in her 40s when she started in Shaklee. This is this lady in purple. Whoops, keep on doing that, sorry. And she died at the age of 87. She was making over $270,000. Who is 87 years old and not relying on the government aid, their stipend that they're going to get called Social Security, and still having gaps to fill? Helene was able to do that. She didn't have to. She had her Shaklee income. She left her business to her daughter and her grandson. Wouldn't you like to do that with your job? Maybe not. I would, and I will, because I have that option in Shaklee. The only reason this is possible is because of the amazing products. So now we're going to get into those product lines quickly. We've talked a couple weeks ago about the Prove It Challenge. We've talked about the Shaklee 180. We've talked about how this Prove It Challenge can really change the income coming into your home, but it will change the health of your body. How cool is that? You get a healthy cleanse in stage 1. For stage 2, you get a strip of vitamins and a shake every day for 30 days. And you get to prove it to yourself whether or not these products work. And when you get done, if you don't, they have a 100% money back guarantee. But if they do, you are going to feel so much better. The cleaners, we're going to be talking about those next week in the Shaklee difference. I was so not interested in natural cleaners because I had bought them. They were wasting my time, money, and energy, and I was mad. But I'm telling you what, when you hear about these cleaners, you're going to be impressed. And I hope that you get them because they last forever. This one kit is about $100, and you could go to Walmart and buy the cleaning power from this concentrated set of cleaners and spend $3,000 at Walmart. Yeah, no joke. People have done it. They've checked it out. The water pitcher over here has been just a wonderful addition to our house because it takes these filters here and you can reuse this plastic housing. We'll talk more about it next week, but want to taste something really good that takes the lead out? That'll be your water pitcher, guaranteed. The Shaklee 180 is all about losing the fat that you want and keeping the muscle mass and then losing more fat until you get to the weight that makes you feel better. January, February, and March, people are wanting to lose the weight and they want to get fit and trim again because they're tired of being sick and tired and just grunting as they go up the stairs and not feeling so great. So if you've got high cholesterol, if you've got high blood pressure, if you've got diabetes, if you've got any of those things that have been influenced your health, then it's time to take some serious action and start looking at what you're eating, how you're eating, and ways that you can help yourself get to a better weight. And Shaklee 180 can do that. Healthy beauty, here we are. Are you excited, Debbie? We are going to be talking about this youth. Now, youth skincare was introduced a couple of years ago, and it sold out at convention because people were so excited. They knew that youth was built on Enfusel, and Enfusel had been in with the company for 17, 18 years. And Shaklee continued to research and found that their Vital Repair Plus that they had based their Enfusel skincare line on, they could continue to use that with youth, but they could take out a lot of different ingredients that they had been had heard that were bad. They knew that were bad. They were questionable ingredients that were out there. And so they did their due diligence. Once they introduced Enfusel, they just didn't stop. They kept on researching. And then we got youth 17, 18 years later. So I'm happy to spend some time talking about the Shaklee difference with skincare. In February of last year, there was an article in New York Times saying cosmetic safety needs a makeover. And I just cut and pasted it because I wanted you to be able to see. The American cosmetics industry is a $70 billion a year behemoth. I told you the trillion-dollar industry is the 5 industries. This is 70 billion of that trillion. The Food and Drug Administration, FDA, Office of Cosmetics and Colors, has 27 staff members and a budget of $8 million. How do you check all the hundreds and thousands of beauty products that are out there with 27 staff members? You don't. The laws governing the office's authority runs 2 pages long. When you go to read terms and conditions for just going onto a website, it's longer than 2 pages. And this is their law of 2 pages. And it hasn't been updated since 1938 when they first put it into play. I think it needs to be adjusted, don't you, to save you some future help from problems with your face. The FDA then are powerless to regulate the makeup, the lotion, the toothpaste, the deodorants, the other elixirs that are often applied to the most intimate parts of the human body. Shaklee already knew that. Wait till you see what they did. They looked at our skin index and they pulled in these experts from around the world and they measured the appearance of key signs of aging. And they took this clinical data and they said, okay, what are the things that we're checking so that we can see definitively what is happened to your face? So look at yourself in the mirror. Do you have facial wrinkles? Is your skin firm? Is there any sagging? What size are your pores? What's your skin texture? Do you have any hyperpigmentation where it's a little darker or lighter than it should be? Is there an even skin tone? Does your face have a radiance to it? And then they used the youth on those people who had signed up to be part of this clinical study. And they had amazing results. I'll get to those results in just a moment, but I want you to look at this because this little chart, 2,500 ingredients that are banned. Shaklee said we are not using those 2,500 ingredients. Look at Europe. Europe has a list of 1,382 ingredients that are banned. Look at the very bottom of this. The US has 11. Let that sink in. The US standards ban 11 ingredients. Shaklee bans 2,500, self-imposed, because they've done the research and they looked. Look at some of the things that they banned themselves from using. And if you want to go and see the complete list, know that lauryl sulfates and laureth sulfates are not in there. And when you click on the list, there's probably, I think there were like 25, 28 different kinds of these lauryl sulfates. Parabens, again, formaldehyde, preservatives, mineral oil, silver. You look at each of these one category of ingredients. One of them, I think, had 50 different kinds of ingredients that Shaklee said, we're not using this. But these are the categories. Animal-derived ingredients. I was curious about that. So I wanted to know more. Viper venom, stomach extract, brain extract. Whose stomach and whose brain? Snail egg extract. What? Goat milk. Isn't goat milk supposed to be good for you? Shaklee said there's not enough research out there to prove that it does anything other than maybe feel good. Is it actually healing and repairing? What about almond oil, apricot kernel oil, avocado oil, olive oil, mineral oil? Do you know how many skincare? Look at your ingredient list and I'm sure that you'll find it. Either these are not good for you because they're propylene glycol esters, or they don't have any proof behind them. Don't you want to be spending your money on something that actually works? Don't you want to be saving your skin from perhaps having some human stem cells in there or tooth pulp? Tooth pulp? Ugh. What about umbilical cord? I was shocked. These are banned ingredients. This is not something that you would expect to have in there, but there are some companies that say, ooh, we have some special ingredients in there. Yeah, let's not do that. Let's have something that actually is lovely for our skin. These are 100% vegan, 100% gluten-free, and 100% cruelty-free. The youth complex includes these kind of ingredients here. Oh, so let's check it out. The vital repair complex is, like I said, is based on the infused cell. Enfusel is the skincare line. We still have some of the products from that. If you look online, you'll be able to find them there. What does the Vital Repair do? It helps accelerate the skin cell renewal to make it more youthful. Okay, we're not stripping the skin, we're actually accelerating the skin cell renewal. That means you're going to be looking younger faster. Ooh, did I let something out? Wait, we'll get to it. Muscadine grape. It's not really a grape. It's a berry, but we call it a muscadine grape. It's about the size of a plum. It is only grown in southeastern United States. Years ago, Roger Barnett went to those growers and said, we would like to have exclusive contracts with you for the next, I think they were 10 years. And he garnered the muscadine grape so that we could use it for our Vivix product, as well as they were able to pull part of this, an extract out of it that helps protect your DNA, cellular DNA, and repairs the cellular DNA in your skin while blocking collagen and elastin breakdown. Well, that's what makes this happen. That's what makes this happen, because that everything starts to break down. But we don't need to have that because we've got this muscadine grape on our skin. If we're taking it internally, that's helping everything inside. But taking it outside, that also helps us. Because remember, what we put in, on, and around our body is influencing our overall health. Apple cell extract. They're pulling from the apple cell actual cells, and they accelerate your skin cell renewal again. So everything you're seeing is it's accelerating. The Lotus japonicus, this flower, they were able to pull part of it apart and get what they wanted out of it because it activates this protein to regenerate your cells, to produce more collagen and elastin. Because if those are in your skin is going to be better and healthier, firmer. The Schisandra chinensis extract, this kind of berry, helps provide more nutrients and energy to the skin. We have a nourishing scalp treatment that I kind of call it fertilizer for your scalp, because it helps get to the scalp and get to the roots and do what it's supposed to do. Well, this berry is working from the inside to, again, help what's happening on the outside. This youth skincare is revolutionary. 100% of women were clinically proven to have younger looking skin. 100%, get that, proven to have younger looking skin. 2/3 of the women who used the cleanser, the toner, the activating serum, and the moisturizer, 2/3 of them shifted their skin age into a younger decade. Honestly, do I look like I'm 55 years old? People are shocked when they hear that. There's what? You're what? Like, yeah, I'm 55. They're like, no way. Late 30s, maybe early 40s. Nope, 55. I see so many people in Shaklee who they are not the age that you think they are. And Helene Bartz didn't look 87 years old. She was just a youthful person up until the very end. Now, here's one testimonial. Carol said, I couldn't believe it, but Shaklee did it again. My face looks and feels 10 years younger, and that was after 60 days, 8 weeks. Now it's been 2 years, and wow, 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 no one believes my real age. Thank you, Shaklee. There are so many testimonies just like mine and just like Carol's. And now I would like Debbie to come on and share her testimonial. Debbie, you have about a minute, and then I'm going to jump back into the rest of the presentation.
Okay. Yeah, I started using it about a month ago, and I've noticed a difference already. The wrinkles around my neck are starting to decrease right around here. I was using another facial line for many, many years. I probably shouldn't name it, but and it was good, but this is a lot better. I didn't think I would like it better than that, but I do. When I clean it with the cleaner, it feels clean. It doesn't feel tight or dry either. And then I put the night cream on, and it's nice. It's not oily. So yeah, I've noticed a difference already. I've been using it for a month. It's amazing stuff.
That I'm telling you, and you've noticed in 4 weeks a difference. It is really just shocking how fast you're going to see the difference. Now they have some Shaklee deals with these, the Advanced Anti-Aging Youth Kit. Get the kit and you will get a free mask, 2 free masks actually. You'll get one for hydration and one for purifying. And if you have two-tone skin, you can use them wherever you like, purifying here and hydrating, you know, wherever you need to put it. But you'll get that, and you get one free set of the clay mask and the hydrating gel mask with your anti-aging order. Patty said this mask is so smooth and actually goes on gold. That's the hydrating one. Leave it on for just 10 minutes once or twice a week. My skin feels and looks incredible when I'm done. I highly recommend it to give your skin that extra hydration boost. And I told you this testimony and shared it with you today because it is wintertime. And wintertime is so drying to the skin. So there are Shaklee Beauty and other targeted solutions that I want you to be aware of. We do have some BB cream, that's like foundation. And we have a 2-in-1 lash conditioner and mascara. So you don't have to get one wand for to condition and one to do the mascara. It's right there. And like I mentioned, there are some of the Enfusel products that for targeted solutions, for acne, for some finer lines and wrinkles that you want to plump up during the day. We've got some quick targeted solutions there for you. So this was Youth Overview. Are you amazed? Are you surprised? I know I was. And I've been doing this for a long time, talking to people about beauty for since I was, I don't know, 20. And am always pleased and honored to be able to share some information with you. Now, let me just come down here again, because whether you decide you want to talk about the nutrition, you want to talk about the youth skincare, if you're not signed up already, get signed up. You can join for $19.95. You can get a free membership for with a $150 order. The youth kit will give you that. Plus, you can get the free membership, the free shipping and handling, and you can do the Prove It Challenge as well. What is your goal for this year, for right now? Do you want to get healthier on the inside? Do you want to look healthier on the outside? A lot of women go, I just want to look and feel better. All right, well, then we know where to get you started. If you decide that you want to have a Shaklee business, I'm going to encourage you to sign up as a distributor and earn some of that income. And it's all about sharing. You can see the person here, share, share, share. That's all it is. Talk about what you're excited about. And the way to get excited is to get started. So I think that's all for this. Not yet. I just want to go through. Yeah, you can see you can get to the trips and the cars and earn them along the way. But it's just about getting started. So I hope that you had a good time learning about Shaklee, reviewing about Shaklee, their mission, their vision of making everybody healthier and having nothing get in anybody's way to go as far as they want to with their career, with their incomes, and just to be part of a team. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and we look forward to seeing you next week when we talk about the Shaklee cleaners and the difference there. Have a great evening. Thank you, Debbie, so much for being part of the event, and we'll talk to y'all later.
All right. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye.